What's it like going against Dre when he's at his best?
I think he's the engine of the Warriors team. Obviously, the offense revolves around Steph Curry, his movement, his gravity, if you will. He kind of attracts the defense. All eyes are constantly on him. But Dre started the game pressuring Horford. He kind of let the team know, like, look, we're not going down 0-2 at the crib. We got to make sure we're aggressive. We got to make sure we hit first. They came in our house. They punked us in the fourth quarter of game one. And we can't let that happen again. Offensively, he rebounds. He initiates the offense. If he sees a non-shooter, he's telling the non-shooter, you got to cut through. He's a screener. He's a guy who almost refuses to shoot at times, and he's joked about it on multiple podcasts saying, why would I shoot when I have the best shooter of all time? Even if he's kind of open, it's going in. If he's partly contested, it's going in. I think he's the one that makes them go offensively and defensively. He was lazy in game one. He admitted it. He wasn't closing out. He was giving Horford open shots. He was not there on rotations. He wasn't hitting the pocket on his rolls. He wasn't getting the ball to the weak side. He didn't make his free throws. He did a lot of things poorly, and he accepted accountability for it, and he rose to the occasion. But I would say that when he's playing his best basketball, he's taking open shots. He's being aggressive. He's shooting those floaters in the lane, but he's also screening as he did before, where he screened three guys in one possession, and Steph came off and hit a tray ball.
When we think about basketball players and like a toolkit, you know, the skill sets that you put in your toolkit, CJ McCollum, right? He's got a hezzy dribble. He's got his crossover. He's got his mid-range jumper, his step back three. Like, he gets ready for a game. He's putting all those things in his toolkit and going to work that way. When Draymond does it, it's a very different toolkit. It's a very different toolkit. And part of that skill set is that passion and that intensity. And for him to be great, and to Molly's question, for him to be great, he has to be this way. There's no other way. There's no other way, Stephen.
I want to ask you.
No other way.
Now, I'm not debating. I'm asking. You guys play. I'm asking y'all this. I'm just asking questions here. Do you not fear that a referee, particularly in the way today's game is officiated, would be of the mentality, we don't care about any of that. Our job is to call the game the way we're instructed to call the game, and we're not going to take those very things that you just highlighted, JJ, into account, and that one of them could ultimately boot Draymond Green from a game. Are you not fearful of that?
No, listen, it's a very valid question. It's a valid point you brought up, and you're right, because all it takes is one referee in the moment, right? A split-second decision to blow his whistle and give him a second technical. My point is, this is who Draymond is, and this is what he does. He goes into a game, and he's constantly towing that line. And for whatever reason, whether it's wrong or right, I'm not going to judge based on that, or I'm not going to make a judgment call on that. When he gets that first technical, he amplifies it. That intensity, that passion, that being demonstrative with the officials, it goes up another notch, and he's constantly testing. He's testing the officials. He's testing the other team. That's part of the personality. That's part of playing against Draymond. It's the Draymond Green experience. It's just part of it.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.